Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to the Tarot Narrator. Today's reading is for the month of April. This is a recap of what happened during the month of April and how we'll be winding it down, the energy that we'll be facing May when it comes, the energy that will be surrounding us and within us as we move forward into May. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. I'd like to say thank you for all the thumbs up and all the love that has been shown to me on this channel. I am very, very excited about it. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, I ask that you please do so now. And if you wouldn't mind, show me some love and hit that like button again. So let's start off. You know what, Sag, you are a magician. This is the card that is saying in the month of April that you have really taken all that was happening and you have transformed it with your magical energy. You are totally a magician. You have really learned how to manipulate the energies to work into your favor. This is the Angel of Magic. This card is called the Angel of Magic, but the Magician in itself is really a card that transforms energy, takes situations and just really flips them into their favor. Whatever it is that you're faced with, you know, you definitely have the power within you to do that. And I think that this month you've learned how. I don't think it was an easy month. I think you definitely learned how to take all that energy and make it really turn it into something really wonderful. And after that, you have the Angel of Abundance. So you know what? Even though you had difficulties, I think the month of April is proving to be an abundant month. A month where a lot of things were birthed. Ideas, new creations, new stuff. A lot of new stuff going on. Things that you have embraced and been able to really put yourself in them and move forward. The Empress is a very powerful female energy. She is creative. She is the mother of mothers. And I mean, if you look here, she's actually, I think, in this image, she looks like she is having, you know, birthing a child, which, you know, for some of you could be true. You could be having a baby, but you could also be birthing a new lifestyle, a new career, a new idea, a new way of life, a new thinking. There's so many things that you could be birthing that are new to you and that are in the infantile stage in the month of April. Here you have the Four of Pentacles. This is where you had to show some control of your finances. But I think this card is saying that you've had control over your finances in April. You might not have had control over everything in your life, but I think that you definitely controlled your finances. So the Four of Pentacles is, you know, stability. And I think that you've been able to maintain a sense of stability during this month. Next to that, you have the Page of Swords. You might have felt the victim of some gossip. There might have been some negative stuff going on about you that you were aware of. And all I can say to you, Sag, is do not engage. Do not engage. It gets so ugly when people start to, the more you engage, the bigger the story gets and the uglier we all become in it. And then you have the Seven of Swords. This is theft. This is the sense and the feeling and the vibe that somebody has taken something from you that didn't belong to them. This could be just the way you feel. This could be in your head. Not that, you know, you're crazy or anything, but you could just have this vibe in your head that, you know, somebody is taking something from you. You know, I said in another reading, I don't remember, but it resonates in the way of, you know, ways to look at this. You know, there could have been a family inheritance that had to be split between 5 people, and you could have felt like you were left out of it. You could have felt like you made a purchase and they lied to you, you know, the sin of omission. You know, they didn't tell you the full story. So you felt really like you know, they took you, you know, it was not like, you know, like they took advantage of your, you know, your faith in them, and they, you know, it was a thief of a different nature. Okay, it was an energetic thing, and it might have been you know, just a sale of something that didn't really pan out. So this was your energy in the opening of the month. After that, you have, as the month started to progress, you have the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, is creativity, journeys, comfort, angels of commitment, and inspiration. You know, these are great cards here. These are really great cards. the month moved on, and you started to have the power of the Queen of Wands, which is very, very creative. The Queen of Wands is a mature and nurturing queen. She is an influence in your life, somebody very strong, a manifester, somebody who is just abundantly creative. She's also fierce. She's a fierce queen. She is planning on great success for herself, and she's actually planning on it for you too. She is a strong influence in your life. This could be a friend, a coworker. This is somebody who wants to tell you that you have the power to face whatever you have to face. And I think there was somebody who you leaned into who made this message clear to you. The next to that, you have the Eight of Wands, which is about journeys. The Eight of Wands is news. You know, it's news coming in. But it's really about, you know, acting on the information that you've got. So I think you were called to act on something and make some decisions and move forward. Regardless of the circumstances, this is just, you know, where you were at, you know, come, you know, the middle of April. Following that, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have a lot of queens, so you are definitely a force. The Queen of Pentacles is, this is a prosperous sort of earthy, the energy of this woman is earthy. She's down to earth. She is a definite, she's prosperous in every way. Financially, she is prosperous in the way of respect, integrity, intuition, wisdom. This is in the center of your read right now, and I think there was somebody who came into your life, and you know, this person offered you comfort. This is somebody who's offered you comfort through this journey. I think this person exists in your life, and you know who it is. Here you have the Lovers, the Angels of Commitment. You had the opportunity to make a strong commitment, Sag, but I don't know that you actually wanted to. But I think that the spirit of connection came to you. The Lovers came to you. If you're in a long-term relationship, I think that you have a whole new value for that person. Okay, and moving forward on that, you have the Ace of Wands. You are very, very inspired. Again, in the month of April, you are definitely feeling a sense of inspiration on moving forward. You are definitely feeling it. The Ace of Wands is, you know, new beginnings, a fresh start. It could also be male fertility, by the way. But again, you know, fertility means, you know, birthing something in the womb, you know, at the level of the womb. So you might have an idea that is kind of, you know, you're very inspired. You're inspiring others, but you might have an idea that you've been inspired to really start to put into action in this month. Okay, so I see it as you being very inspired, and as a result of that, you're inspiring others. I think people are impressed with how you keep on going. And I think you do your style definitely is inspiring. You have the Magician. You feel kind of tied up. You have some decisions and balance, and you are definitely a hard worker, and you are doing a little daydreaming. Okay, so here you have the Magician twice in the same row. Do I need? Oh, there's a little hair on there. Okay, so you have the Magician twice in one row, and that Magician is telling you that you do have the power to transform things without a doubt. I think you were really handed some circumstances that were very difficult, but you know, come mid-month, you really are flipping it around. You have shown your energetic power, I think, to yourself. Here is where you're feeling a little bit tied up, and this is in a situation that, you know, I'm not sure what that situation is, Sag, but there's something here that you're just kind of feeling really anxiety ridden and really stuck with. But, you know, you will free yourself. I think, you know, you're on a journey here. It's, you know, sometimes I think that you got stuck in a situation that really, you know, made you feel, you didn't have many choices. You really were suffering some anxiety. I think there was a little bit of a, there could have been a little bit of an ending to something, but you are feeling just anxiety ridden mid-month. It might have just been the stress of the day to day. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is all about decisions. This is about decisions and direction. You might be making a decision about some travel, a move somewhere, might be over a body of water, but you are definitely making some decisions. But this decision the reason why this decision is a decision, it's a profitable decision. Whatever you decide is going to be profitable for you. And then you have the Seven of Cups, which is you kind of manifesting, daydreaming. You're really thinking now how you want to move forward. If I remember correctly, you've had a lot of, you were stuck in a couple of areas, and I think you're finally allowing your mind to be free to think of the potential and the options that might be out there for you. So I think you're definitely, you're definitely exercising your ability to dream and then to learn how to manifest. You have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is money coming in as a result of your craft, your labor. Whatever it is that you do, you're doing it well, and you definitely earn well. Okay, so in that area, I don't think is a terrible problem for you. For those of you younger in the journey, struggling to find a job or something like that, I think that this is telling you that it is out there. It may, require you putting in a little more stamina and keeping the faith, because it's definitely out there, especially for you, Sagittarius. This is you kind of, sad. There was a situation that you're just not happy about. You're kind of crying over spilt milk, but, I think for you it's very real. I think this is something that will pass and that will get better. But, I think there's a house here that's involved with this. And you miss someone or something. I think it's a home that you miss. It's not necessarily a building or a structure, but a family unit that you really, I think that you miss. And I think you, again, going out on a limb, I think you feel like you messed something up and you are almost feeling sorry for yourself. You think that it's your fault. Okay, so, this is just something that, a feeling, a vibe that came through as something that has been occurring in the mid-month of April. Again, here you have the Three of Pentacles. You are definitely a craftsman working hard at your craft to earn a living, and you're definitely successful at that. You have the Page of Pentacles. This is a message, and this is a dependable male energy that comes in and brings you a message. I think it could be an opportunity. It looks like an opportunity, something that will pay off for you. Whatever information this male energy comes, you will recognize them when they come. If they haven't come already, they might already come. And this is going to be an opportunity for you to make some money. Here you have the moon. You're kind of living in illusions, but we did have that solar eclipse where the moon makes everything sort of appear larger than it really is. So I think in this case, you're feeling the energy of the moon, and that the illusion of it being big. You could be making more out of a situation than you really need to. You could be upset about a situation and you're really, taking it to the next level, and you don't need to. It was kind of an illusion. But again, the solar eclipse happened, so that could be what happened. Mid-month, late mid-month, that happened, that brought in a lot of really good energy and opportunities for people, for every sign. But at the same time, when it happened, the transition of it was, created a sense of illusion for us. And maybe we were worrying about something that didn't actually exist. And here you have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is, is all about generosity. This might be a Libra in your life that has shown you has been very generous to you, and I think you want to pay it back, pay it forward, basically. I think that you are a very generous person. Somebody has been very kind and generous to you, no question about it, and that person definitely could be a Libra. I'm holding this the wrong way. Sorry about that. You have the Seven of Cups, Three of Wands, the Tower. Okay. So in this Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups is confusion and possibilities. So this is you really just studying your options. Okay, you have some options, and whatever the situation is, you know, as I always say, I don't know the circumstances and details of your life, but you do. So there is a situation in your life where you are really taking a close look at your options, the obstacles that they may bring, and the potential that they may bring. You're studying the situation before you move on it, which is good. And you have the Three of Wands right next to that, and the Three of Wands is a new adventure. You could be making plans to go on a little bit of a trip. Um, you may be, you may be staying right where you are, but you're approaching things in a new adventure. And I'm going to say this is with a loving heart. I think that you could be, Sag, you could be planning a trip to meet someone, but, you know, I know that over the readings in the past month, this could be towards the end of the month. This could be something that you're thinking about. I didn't see this in the readings. I saw you as more about, maintaining your stability, your finances, and your mental health and your emotional peace. I saw you more in that. But I do see you making plans, and it could be to, maybe you are going to meet up with somebody and have some fun. You could also be somebody in a long-term relationship, and, you may be, um, you know, taking that to the next level. Listen, the Three of Wands doesn't really have anything to do with love, but the pink ocean does, okay? It's emotion, and it's pink. It's pinkish reddish, and the sky is purple, and that's definitely passion and love. But your passion you could be actually a surfer, okay? But it's about a trip. It's about making plans to go on a little bit of a trip. Here you have a tower moment. A tower moment is generally when something kind of blows up. And it's what's left behind that is, the reality that we'll live in for a little while. In this case, this is electric. This is just a magnificent view. I think this tower moment is of a spiritual nature. Something in you is ignited to really, really, look at life and multiply the good. And, you see in this, it's two butterflies, two eggs. And these are things that, butterflies have transformations. Eggs are newly born. These are, or maybe it's just nuts, but you know what? So anyway, it looks like eggs, but it's probably the squirrel's nuts that just got blown right out of his little hole. But anyway, this squirrel is fascinated at what's happening. It's a light show for him. I think for you, it's been a light show of the spirit world, of the the magical world that happens in addition to our life. And I think this is something that is starting to happen to you. Things have been flipping around for you, and it's been kind of magical. And what's left behind is going to be all good information. You might be getting some kind of like downloads from the universe, helping you to move forward. And I think that May is definitely going to be a bright and happy time for you. Here I want to say that the Six of Cups is about peace and a visitor. Some people see this as a childlike kind of thing, connecting with an old friend that makes you feel, sort of that at home, totally accepted kind of feeling. I get the feeling that this is somebody from the other side, and maybe a pet that you lost at some point, coming to you in your dreams. This is a visitor of some type. I think it could have been a visitor from the other side that gave you comfort and peace. I think that in your emotional struggle, I think that you definitely connected with someone in a dream state. So this visitor could have been somebody just came, knocked on your door, and offered you a peace offering and some love and some comfort. But it also could have been from the other side. It's just, the way I see things, okay? So here you have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is, a victory for you. This month you've had a big victory. You are being celebrated. You are really living in your skin here. You're definitely being celebrated. I think that you've had a victory in a situation that was like it was like running a marathon, and you definitely caught a victory here. So that is definitely a plus. And this is like, coming to where we are right now. You have the Five of Swords, you have some anxiety, you have the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Death and a Rebirth, and you have the King of Pentacles. So here you have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is, conflict. And I think the conflict is always within you. I think you had some decisions to make this month. You had some things you had to take a look at, and they were very stressful for you, plain and simple. And the Eight of Wands is news. It's great news coming in. It's time to act. I think that anything that you've been working on this month, towards the end of the month, you're going to get some great news about it to move forward. You're going to be very excited about it. And here again is a Queen of Swords. I mean, not to say again, but you have other queens here. You have the Queen of Wands. You have the Queen of Pentacles. And now you have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is, really a mature, wise and experienced female energy. This is someone who's comfortable in her own skin. She is fierce and a defender of righteousness, and she's got your back, and she's been alongside you. I think you know who she is. This could be a friend. This could be a sister. This, I don't think it's a mother figure. I do think it's a friend, someone that you look at sisterly, and they've been very supportive of you and your battles, and they respect your, where you're coming from. They know where you actually came from, so they know what the battle is. The battle for everybody else doesn't look like it existed, but this female energy, this queen energy definitely gets you, and they know that the road it's been tough. It's been tough for you. You've struggled with this stuff, struggled with anxiety, and you've struggled with depression, and there is somebody who out there who's been supportive of you. And I'm happy to hear that, actually. And then you have the Death and the Rebirth. So I think you're really putting an end to the way you were thinking about things. I think you're seeing things with much more optimism, moving forward, getting closer to May. I think you're really going to let go of the negativity, a lot of it's been stress. You couldn't really help it, but you know what? You're putting an end to it, and you are ready to start a new life based on new ideas and a new outlook. So that's really what's coming in. And here you have an interesting card. You have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is a male energy, and this is someone who, lives a luxurious lifestyle. He's got a golden heart. He shares his knowledge, his material success, his money, actually. He's a sharer of his money. He has enough to do that. This is an energy that may be coming to you towards the end of the month. Somebody who may help you, in moving forward in your journey, definitely this male energy is going to give you a hand. They have learned how to manage the currency, the wave of money, and they have learned how to better do that. And I think you need their help. There is loyalty in this person, and this is what they're going to offer you. I think they're going to just help you out a little bit. I think you're going to get some solace and some help here in your life. And let's see what the messages for the month are. Give yourself time to heal. Don't take things for granted. Break the rules. 33, that's a full circle. Polish your skills. So here you got, give yourself some time to heal. Whatever it is, I think it's been a trying month for you. A lot of decisions to make, a lot of things going on. And I think you've had a lot of anxiety and stress. So, here we are at the end of the month. I think things are working out pretty well for you, Sag. And what this card is telling you, the message from the universe is, feeling the brunt of burnt out leaves, you're being drained. Just one more little thing is too much for you now. Rest and take a few minutes off from the chaos to restore your energies. So just really what I'm saying, I think you've been very stressed out, and it comes right on top of this Five of Swords. If you could take a couple of days out, as the month winds down, give yourself a little time to heal. I think that May is going to be a much more optimistic month for you. Don't take this for granted. Maybe there shall be a leave someday. If you are not praying paying any attention and noticing how things are serving you, how heartful this person is to you at this moment. This is telling you to appreciate the people in your life, basically. Just be in the moment, stay in the moment. These are the messages from the universe, okay? Break the rules. It's okay to break the rules this time. Only you know how to work things out effectively. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, allow yourself to go beyond your limits. And of course, life is too short. You might miss out on fun if you don't. So this is telling you, break the rules, have some fun, live your life, let yourself free from some of the stress. It doesn't mean reckless, by the way, okay? So usually when you say something like that to people, they're like, don't be reckless. Just, break the rules, stay in moderation, have some fun, and give yourself some rest. This is a sign, 33 is a sign of a highly vibrating transformation. And I think that's you, Sagittarius. This is you. You now have the courage to work at your creativity and self-expression with no doubts. And I think that's definitely true for you. I think that you've gained a lot of courage, stamina, and strength during this month. Some things have worked out, and I think you're really feeling yourself and, really filling your own shoes. Polish your skills, focus on things, and work more. Sharpen your mind with insightful ideas and real practice, even minor tasks. Lastly, brush up your language to get your best performance. You know what? Brush up on the way you communicate with people. Brush up on the way you're talking to people. Are you somebody? I know that I have some friends that are wonderful people, but they're very condescending when they speak. They have this tone. And sometimes if that's coming from, an authority figure, then you're going to take that, then the other person is going to take that really not in a good way. So think about how you communicate. When it says polish up your skills, it doesn't mean, recover your vocabulary. Certainly I'm nobody to talk about that. But anyway, you would want to, I'm also not a Sagittarius, but you would want to just sharpen up the way you communicate with people. I think you've been misunderstood. You might be coming off in some kind of way that isn't really what your intention is. They're hearing something that's, listen, it's tough because when you're communicating with people, they hear you the way they see things, not the way you see things, the way you saying it, the way you mean it. They hear it the way they perceive it to already be. They're not looking for a change in you. They're looking for you to change. So watch the way you speak to people. Try to change. Try to polish it up. Be a little bit more gentle. Remember, you probably know a little bit more than them. And you're assuming that they're coming from the same place, but they're not. Okay, I know you're coming from a place of love, Sag. I know that. I know that you're very loving, and I know that you're very kind and you're very caring. So towards the end of the month, these are the messages from the universe. I'm sorry. Sometimes I burn too many inserts and light too many candles, and it gets to my throat. You have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is bullseye. You got a bullseye. But take the blinders off. You don't need to. If you can get a bullseye with a blinder on, what could you do without it? I mean, you really, the Two of Swords is what they call a stalemate, But I'm going to say that you're proceeding with caution. Here you have the Queen of Swords. I believe you have this card. This is the second time. There you go. Queen of Swords. You are the queen. You have this, it could be somebody in your life. It could be you, but you can, you could also you could have somebody in your life with this energy, and you could also have the energy yourself. This is definitely a mature, nurturing queen. This queen owns her stuff. She takes responsibility for herself. She owns everything that she does and says, and she really doesn't apologize for it. You have the Three of Pentacles. You're working with others, and you're doing well. You have the Ace of Cups. You're acing it. You're definitely acing it. The Ace of Cups is new beginnings. I think the month of May, when you start to wind down this week and coming into the month of May, it's going to be very, you're going to be very optimistic about your future. You have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is, no, you didn't have the King of Swords before. The King of Swords is a strong male figure, a boss, somebody with, somebody who influences your life, with order and direction, but you don't have a direct emotional relationship with. And they're going to be a big influence on you moving forward this month. You have somebody, you have the Four of Swords telling you to get some rest, unwind. I think it's going to really start to pick up again for you. You have the Chariot. I think somebody is going to come in and help you with some direction. I don't think that you have a hard time so much with decision, but you have a little trouble staying on, with the direction. You lose track as you go along. You need to get on, this is telling you this way, this way. So it's direction that you lack. I think this energy is going to come in and bring it to you. You have the Queen of Wands. This is the entrepreneur of the deck. And this is somebody who is very creative, very loving, very supportive of you, and a very colorful and creative person. This is somebody that, is there for you. And they are there for you. I don't know what else to say. I see this person that, is supporting you. And I see you almost crying when you're with this person, because this person definitely gets you. And it's a female energy. I think it could be a sister, a coworker, a friend. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is saying to you, you have money, success, new beginnings. It's all coming for you. This month has not been by no means a bad month. I think that there was a sale. We saw in the month, in one of the readings, the sale of a home. There was some money coming in from that. Yeah, it's definitely a prosperous time for you. All right, we're going to wind down quickly. The King of Cups, an energy of somebody who owns the ground that they walk on. They're supportive of you. You have the Five of Pentacles. You feel like you're carrying something alone. You're carrying a load alone. You have the Three of Cups. You're going to be celebrating and partying with some friends. There's going to be reason to celebrate, which is going to be fun. That's going to be probably later in the month, or an invite you're going to get, but you're definitely going to be with your friends. You're coming into yourself. You're definitely accepting yourself as you are. You have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is, battles and opponents. You're in the battle. You are not giving up. You are fierce. You have the King of Wands. The energy of the King of Wands is positive, fruitful. This is a wonderful outcome. This could be a fire sign, clear vision. This is somebody with a great plan, clear vision. This is somebody who's going to influence you moving forward. You have the Ace of Wands. Once again, you have aced it. This is new beginnings, a fresh start. I think that you put this request into the universe, and you are going to be shocked at what you see. It's blowing up, and it's really coming into fruition, and I think you're going to be very satisfied. And here you have the Ace of Swords. Drop the mic. You got the Ace of Swords. This is full circle success. I think the month has been successful for you. I think that with all that you've gone through, and I know that this reading is definitely a much more consistent and sort of easy does it type of energy. You made it through the month with really good things. At the end of the day here, I think that your communication with others is going to be very helpful for you to move forward with people that you're having difficulties with. Give yourself some time to heal. Do not take people for granted. Do not take yourself for granted. Do not take the energy for granted that you have right now. You have magical abilities. You're going to be able to turn things completely around. So totally take advantage of this, Sag. Okay, that is your month wrap up, basically, where we'll have another reading out at the end of the week, but that'll be really telling you more about how May is coming. This is how you wrapped up the month, how you've got through your situations, some messages from the universe. And you're going to polish off the polish off the month with the Ace of Swords, which is a complete success in whatever your endeavors of the month were. Okay, that is the reading for today, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, now is the time to smash the subscribe button. Show me some love and smash that like button. And I will see you in the next read.